Let's see if it's connecting. It is not connecting. Come on. All right. It's saying it's connected. Hi, I'm Corey. Tonight we are going to debut Wandering Forest on the live stream, and I'm going to be helped by James, who's going to be my teammate. He's playing fairies, and he's playing the Gathering of the Seeds. So you'll get to see something new from the Living Rulebook there. Brian is playing Norn, and he is playing the Sisterhood of Vona, which is also fairly new to the game. And Jonathan is playing dwarves with lots of daughters, which puts him in mortal danger, because he does not want any of his rare daughters to die. Wandering Forest is the first adventure where it's not quite cooperative, but it is a team game. So we're going to be in pairs. You can also do odd numbers. There's rules in the guidebook. And Wandering Forest is half of what you get in the new Wailing Citadel project that just funded on GameFound. And at witchborn.com, you can already start doing pre-orders. And that will be mailing out next March and April. So get in now while it's discounted, and we'll hopefully have a great game tonight, guys, so that we'll have a good example of what you can do. Let's see. I don't know if we're recording, because I'm getting a strange beach ball. So why don't I go and check the stream real quick? Sorry. And we'll probably get some feedback. And tonight, pray for the dead. Live. Go and check the stream real quick. Sorry. And we'll probably get some feedback.
It exists.
It exists. So the OBS software is acting funky, though. So, all right. Well, it's a glitch as I learn how to do this live stream thing, but it seems like it's recording. So, the concept on Wandering Forest is that we're in the midst of a terrible drought, and war clans band together, Jonathan and Brian, Corey and James, and we head to the Wandering Forest, which is never a good idea, but we think if there's any kind of game, water, fruit, berries, the forest might have something. Unfortunately, the forest is haunted, and the forest has been haunted by elven shades of a battle, probably 100 years earlier. And while this is, let's say this as succinctly as possible. As you start to get into the WitchBorn lore, the WitchBorn were caused by a fairy, an elf named Chalisea, and Chalisea and her love Semjakar, Sean Caven. Sean Caven fled to the Wandering Forest because they had kind of set themselves up as gods among men and kind of misled people into thinking they were greater than they were. But Chalisea had this powerful talisman that had incredible magic, and they were hunted down by the other elves, Aremelech, and were hopefully going to be brought to justice. Chalisea used the talisman to animate the trees of the forest, and they fought, and Sean Caven and Chalisea slunk away as all their elven followers died in the forest. And so left a lot of bitter spirits here that still haunt the forest. We'll see, there's a chance we'll see wandering shades. We definitely will see that these trees do move, and they are angry, and they want to block us and make us as uncomfortable as possible. And Faelwyn, who you might be most familiar with, is kind of the star of all the book covers. And of course, I don't have a picture. I do have a picture of her on the quick start. So that's kind of the most famous WitchBorn picture. That is Faelwyn, who is kind of the big will-o-wisp of the Wandering Forest, and we're hoping we don't run into her tonight. We have decided ahead of time that we've got 2 really balanced war clans, and Brian and Jonathan decided that they would be the hunters and James and I would be the runners. And what happened was, when James and I got to the forest, we found that there were deer carcasses hanging from a tree. And we're like, we're starving. We started carving them up and a fire, and all of a sudden some ticked off hunters came running through the forest after us. And what had happened was they had hung the carcasses to cure, and the trees wandered off with the carcasses, and we found them. And so, even though I'm a paladin and James is fairies, they weren't listening to our excuses or any of our apologies. So James and I are hiding in the forest, and we're trying to get the heck out of here as fast as we can. We're going to try and come down to the Ghost Bog down here. If we make it into these mists, we can probably be cold and miserable, but hide. And meanwhile, angry Jonathan and Brian are trying to kick our butts. So that's kind of the idea, and we'll kind of explain some of the stuff as we go along. But first thing that's going to happen is James is going to pick 3 guys that he wants to start with on the map. I'm going to pick 3, and then James is going to roll a D66 to see where his first one appears.
Yep, I'm picking Wheat, Plutus, and Philomelus.
All right.
So we're rolling for Wheat first. 46.
And if anybody watched our live stream on Saturday, poor Wheat got his butt kicked.
That he did. All right, Wheat's right there.
All right, so Wheat's down there at the bottom of the board, and then we're gonna alternate. So I'm gonna go with Vigilante, and Paladins work a little bit different. Paladins have entourages. All right, so I rolled a 63 for Vigilante. Vigilante has a horse and a squire. And I will point out to James that my squire is carrying a Chimes of Lothringen, which grants us grit within 20 paces. I could put up an aura that's 20 paces, but it's kind of annoying to look at. I'm not seeing 63. There it is. I went too far. All right.
No.
But if you're within 20 paces of me, of Economos in particular here, you do have grit, James.
Okay.
And Vigilante's going to start there, and his faithful squire right behind him, and then James is going to roll.
Yep. I'm just marking off my ambrosia that I'm taking, because it's a drink, not a food source, so I can. So this is for Plutus. 34.
I think it's going to be... 33.
I think that might be covered.
Nope, 34 is right near Wheat.
Oh, perfect. All right.
Beautiful. All right, and then I'm going to roll for Harcourt. Harcourt, I know 13's taken, so she'll go to 14. Harcourt just became a mare the other day. She grew up from a filly to a mare. She is a centaur, which is pretty cool. And she's got a plains cur. And she's starting in about the worst place she could on the map. So, fantastic for her.
Yeah. And then I've got Philomelus as my last one. 15.
15's down here somewhere.
Yeah.
All right, and my
Yep,
last
right
one is 54. And I'm going to bring White Dragon, my mage. And 54. That's not a bad place. That's a good balance. All right, and then Jonathan and Brian are each going to just roll 1d6. And this is the staging area that they're going to start their guys in. And they can potentially roll the same number. Oh, the worst numbers possible. Fantastic. So Jonathan's going to be in staging area 1, which is, let's see if I can hit my linger button here. Jonathan's going to be down here. Anywhere in that box, and Brian's going to be in a box above that. So, and not looking great for Harcourt there, nor her dog.
Yeah.
All right, she does have fearsome now, but that probably won't make a difference. Being a filly.
Spell faith.
If she were to survive, she's pretty tough, but probably not likely. You're going to notice that James and I each only start with 3 warriors on the map. The rest of ours are hiding, and they will appear via random discoveries. So Jonathan and Brian have a huge advantage. They have more chits in the cup. There is a white chit there's 6 white chits for each guy that James and I have, and then there is 11 for between the 2 war clans of Brian and Jonathan, and then there's 2 orange ones in the cup, and those will activate random discoveries. We call it a discovery trigger. So we are going to jump in, and we will explain some of the terrain features when they come into play and that sort of stuff as we get going here. All right. So totally random. I've got these in a cup. And not surprisingly, Jonathan and Brian are up. So I'm sure Jonathan wants to go first with his dwarves.
Hey, Brian probably has the best chance of doing something this turn.
Yeah.
Or Harcourt runs away.
I was afraid you'd notice that.
All right. Tootaloon's going to come say hi to Harcourt.
All right. And Kootaloon has fear, so kind of laughs in the face of fearsome. Kootaloon's even scarier.
Actually,
Right.
I believe he just removed it. He has to have a love charm because he's in the Sisterhood of Vona, so he doesn't have fear.
Oh, that's
Correct.
right. Nice.
But I thought of him anyway, just to make sure.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right. I am strength 4.
All right. Well, you would be stronger than my 3.
Okay. I'm going to attack you with my horns.
All right. So that's an extra dice. So when you're stronger, you get 2 dice. Horns gives him 3 dice.
And then I have fighter, so 4 dice.
I'm pretty sure fighter doesn't combine with horns, but
Fair enough. It probably doesn't.
yeah.
Faerie.
All right. Shockingly, she doesn't have parry. But she does have aware, so that means when he rolls damage, I get to ignore it the first time. So it's
Alright, so I'll pop your aware.
pops my aware, and I'm going to mark that with this little icon here. And so at least it wasted a really effective attack. He would have shredded me. All right. Oh, that never happens. Second shit out of the cup is a discovery trigger. So that goes to Kutaloon. All right. So every app, or every adventure, sorry, has its own app. And this one has one button. We were watching Faithless the other day. It had two. And this is totally random what comes up. We have no idea. There's, gosh, maybe 60 possibilities, and we'll use maybe 10 tonight. All right. This one has a little note at the top that tells me to redraw if the Mark of Cain discovery has already occurred or the discoverer is in melee. So I have to redraw it because you're in melee. All right. A discoverer with rancor must make a reaction check. I think you have a love charm, correct?
Correct.
All right. This one's called Blessed Bark, and you get 1 shadow point.
Alrighty.
A guild maiden steps from the underbrush and addresses you courteously. My name is Zoya, and I pose no threat. I respectfully offer a gift of great value if you follow. Suspiciously, you follow the slight figure, keeping a close eye on Zoya's fidgeting claws. She continues, I travel between Asylum and Sylvandrian often. There is danger, but if you don't enter into a tiger's cave, you will never catch its cub. I gather rare bark shed by the wandering trees. The bark is tough as any metal and perfect for shields. Zoya reveals a sturdy shield with rough bark expertly shaped, and even the heavy boss is carved from deadfall. This one is my gift to you. Test it. If you find it favorable, please spread the name of Zoya and her Sylvandrian shields. All right, so you should move you and Zoya behind the nearest tree. And she gives you a Sylvandrian shield worth 5 gold pieces. This excellent shield adds +1 defense. Zoya is happy to sell up to 3 additional shields for gold or trade. Then she disappears into the woods unless attacked.
So +1 defense.
Yes.
And I have a Sylvandrian shield.
Yep. All right. And that got Kudaloon away from me, so I'm happy. Unfortunately, Brian, you're up again.
Alright. Boudica's going to come say hi. Have to push once to get in range, but I'm okay with that.
The interesting thing is in any adventure other than Wandering Forest, I have things called provisions. I have food that would allow me to interrupt and go when I want. But Wandering Forest, we're starving, so any foodstuffs don't count. And they're all marked with little icons in the guide. So it's not a debate. It's a known thing by all players.
Yep. Otherwise, I would be using mine or my Jennifer Berry to re-roll that. But I can't, so roll me a damage as I fall at your feet.
All right. So I'm trying to roll a d6 and beat Boudica's defense score. I probably need a 6.
Yes, you do.
So Boudica probably had way better defense. And hey, James, we're up. Do you mind if I go?
I was waiting to get to the point where I said, hey, the second that our chit is drawn, you should go with Harcourt.
Yes. I could do the really stupid thing and attack Boudica, who's down. But I am a paladin. All right, so the question is, I was going to go north, but now Kudaloon is there. If I want to cross this white line, I have to make a roll, and a tree might block me. So I think I'm just going to go to the limit of my movement and maybe go swimming down here in the corner. What do you think, James?
Yeah, I mean, the chances of crossing the way that you want to is an average roll. You're not really positioned in a way that getting diverted would help you in the slightest. So yeah, I was going to suggest going down here to the bottom corner. I probably wouldn't say swimming necessarily, because then you'd have to deal with the other mechanic we haven't talked about yet. And you're not small enough to be able to swim there.
Good point.
But I would go as far as you can and still stay on land. Yeah.
All right. And would you?
You don't happen to have Outrider, do you?
I do not. All right. And then the dog, I think, is just going to follow, unless it's in reach, in which place it's going to have to attack. So he's more than a half inch away. So he doesn't have to attack, so he's just going to follow the boss. And the dog is nearly as fast as Harcourt. And has conceal, which makes the dog harder to shoot. And that's what that little camouflage icon is near the top there. All right. Well, I don't know if that proved anything, but I feel better there than where I was. Whew. We're up 2 in a row. Do you have anybody in grave danger, James? Probably Philo is probably next.
Sure. I mean, Philo's got stalk, so I'm not terribly worried about getting attacked just yet. But yeah, I mean, I'll go. I have Pathfinder, so I'm allowed to cross the wandering lines for free.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna, and as an added benefit, I can cross through the water at normal speed. We're gonna go southward.
Join the rest of your elves down there.
Yep. The rest of the fairies.
All right, Brian, you're up unless you want to pass off to Jonathan.
Oh, Jonathan can go.
All right, we're gonna go then. Geez, might as well try and expose somebody. All right. We have a gate of 9 on the bear, so we might as well try this. So this is 2, 4,
6.
6.
It's costing him double to wade through the water.
8.
Just so.
We'll get one more to there for 9. Do we want to push? Sure, we'll try.
We'll be back.
You're shy 1 pace because one of the paces that you got would have gotten you fully out of the water, and you were counting that as double for you still.
Oh, all right.
So you don't have to push.
So you don't need to push.
So we'll just walk up. What's up?
Yep. Cool. I get to take a whole nother turn.
So he gets to either surprise attack, or he could just move again.
We are just going to move again, and we're going to move 7 paces over this way, and then push to try and get around the tree.
Push is a move where you can take an extra step, but there is a risk. You got to roll 2 or higher on a d6.
Yep, and that gets me just the slightest bit of cover from the tree branch there. So,
All right.
Thank you for the extra move.
Yeah,
Had to make you show up somehow.
Yep, that's for
That's
sure.
fair.
Jonathan, you're up again.
All right. I guess. Yeah, let's do this one. So I guess we're gonna try Crystal. Oh, you're a speed 5, but you have skirmisher doesn't help on jumps. I'm not super happy about trying to wade,
Crystal,
I guess.
who is a mom, and he's got Nami, who is Did your beardling die, or is your...
No, he became a Carl.
Oh, wow. Your little beardling grew up. Nice.
Yep. So that's where Phil is right now. He's a Carl.
And is Henrietta an
right.
aged mother?
Yep, that's my matriarch.
Wow.
We stuck her on the bear. It's not worth it to jump, I don't think. So that ends up being 6, basically, to there.
Well, you can go a full 3 and call it 6.
All right. So we'll go 6 to there.
And then it might
And
be worth
Skirmisher
pushing.
gives me 1 more.
Yeah.
I don't feel like jumping.
I don't blame you.
Yeah. It's not quite as bad on this map as it is in some of the other ones, though.
All right,
Yeah.
and you guys are up 3 in a row. So Jonathan probably, and the distinction of 3 in a row for the audience is no team can take more than 3 turns in a row. So it's either going to be James and I next, or it's going to be the last discovery trigger for the round.
All right. I think in order to make things go faster, God, I hope this is going to work out. I can't remember if this is going to work, but okay. I need a little template because I'm going to cast Redoubt.
Oh, you are loving Redoubt. Jonathan is doing it everywhere. It's very cool.
Here's my...
We can make a
Just need
discovery
something.
circle into a...
Yeah, that's fine. We'll do that.
And it goes on Tony the Mage.
Yep. So Tony gets his...
All right, we'll change colors
There.
on that, and I'll tint it red. No, red wouldn't make sense. Let's tint it. Let's see what black does to it. Yeah, I like
So-
that. And I'll send it
He'll
to
take
back.
Nami and Phil with him. Whoops.
Advance to back. All right.
So
So he just cast a spell, and Tony, Nami, and Phil all disappeared from this point on the map. And in the last strike phase, actually, let me take shit out for Nami and Phil. They are going to get to. Jonathan's going to write notes on what they're doing on their turns. Like, they may stay next to the mage and get buff spells or whatever, but after a maximum of 3 rounds, they're going to reappear. If they move in this little pocket universe, they'll reappear the same distance from that black dot. So it's kind of a cool spell. I've not seen it used on Wandering Forest before, so kind of neat. All right, and it is James and I. All right, so probably Plutus is the next one in the most danger.
Sure. We'll just move my my 7 down the line.
And Plutus is also got this marker on him that means he's hiding.
Yep. They are the same warrior type. They're both forest wardens, so they get both Pathfinder and Stalk.
Which is a really great combination on this map. All right, and then Wheat is up.
Cool. And Wheat is a Lashee. And Lashee get to Shadow Walk without having to make a wandering check in Wandering Forest.
Yeah, super powerful.
Yep, so Wheat is just going to Shadow Walk 12 paces forward.
I didn't know I had such a ringer here on my team, James.
Well, that
I did as soon as he pulled them out.
I put the ones that were, you know, the most likely to be able to get downfield on first, other than flyers.
Right.
But Seeds Fairies in general, I'll also just get a naturally better ability to cross wandering lines.
All right, Brian. Well, why don't we finish up Jonathan? Jonathan's got 1 left down there.
all right. Since all these damn fairies move so fast,
Yeah.
Let's go 6 this direction.
Come kill my Nari. Yay.
Why not? It's a dragon hunter.
Yeah. Oh, no. All right. I'm just looking at what spells I got. All right, Brian, you're up.
All right. Cartoon will start seeing cadence.
All right. That's just like that old military song that you sing when you're marching. And in this game, it's going to give you endurance so that you can go a heck of a lot farther. Is Katun going to stay there or move a little too?
She's moving forward towards you.
All right. This is not looking good. All right. White Dragon is up for me. So I think I'm going to do the absolute wrong thing. And I am going to wade across the river. Never want to go backwards when you're runners. But I have a spell called Bonus Touch. And so if Harcourt gets badly stunned, I can interrupt and heal her. And so that's kind of my strategy. I don't know if it's going to work. I have to do what's called a push here. So anything but a 1 will succeed. And I get that far on my turn after paying double. I could possibly save Harcourt. Oh, and I probably sealed my fate. This is why you never go backwards. I get the discovery trigger here. So we're going to randomly draw. And luckily, it's not a bad one. 1 shadow point. All right. And this one's called It Has to Be Good. A boy lies in dried puke. We was so hungry. Old Jackson ate something, maybe fruit, out of a clay jar. Jackson smacked his lips and said, good. Licking the jelly out like he never ate nothing so tasty. Convulsions racked the boy's body. I ate it too. Jackson died from cramps. Guess I outlasted him. Please, he implores. Got something to drink? Well, yeah. It's going to be costly. I give him an elixir of life. And the boy drains the vessel proffered, but retches it up right away. He speaks again. I'm going to die, ain't I? I hid something there in the tree hollow. You take it. I'm like, well, the elixir of life should save you, dude. But I know he's not going to become WitchBorn now. That was the main thing. So I am going to keep the vial empty. And I am going to tell him to keep his treasure that's in the tree. He's going to be just fine. So we don't need Samuel, but thank you. And he'll be able to keep his... He was going to give me a little magic treasure, but I'm passing on it. And Vigilante is up. My last paladin. I believe I'll have to read after the game, but I believe I get a prestige point for helping him. So that is good. I did a good deed. All right, Vigilante is just going to do what you're supposed to do and try and get off the battle map. I got to see what his horse can do. He does have hurdle. He does have rescuer. He's not going to be able to hurdle, but I think it's important that he saves his squire. So he's going to pick up his squire, and that's going to penalize his mount's gait by 2. So we'll call it 2 to the edge of the water. And then I'm going to splash through it. And I've got 10 left because I'm normally a 14 gate. So I'm going to go 5, which is not going to get me out of the muck and the water. And do I have any way to reroll? Nope. Vigilante's kind of a nut, so he's going to push once. Because he doesn't want the horse to get stuck in the water. And I made it by 1.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, Corey.
Yes.
How many warriors do we as the runners need to get off the map for us to be able to win? I don't think we talked about that in the
We did
intro.
not. I believe it's 6, but I got to look it up.
Okay.
And of course, I'll have to look it up in a document. I don't have the book handy. I had it out the other night when we were doing the live stream at the countdown.
Yeah,
for the,
of course.
And I put it back in the box instead of leaving it out. So, all right, Brian, you've got 2 more. And that will end the round. So we'll come back to Roskova, and I'm not going to try the X word there.
Roskova's going to sprint on over.
And they can sprint without being tired because of that cadence that Katoon is doing.
Yep.
That was actually dumb on my part. I should have held a chit back there for Vigilante. I wasn't thinking.
Oh, since he wasn't in very much danger, yeah.
Charge forward.
Well, we don't want to win in 5 seconds here, so we'll make it at least last.
We don't currently have the numbers to be able to get off it with everybody and win, so
that is true. Are you casting a spell with that druid there?
Yeah, Swallow Thorns.
Oh, nice.
Make it harder for Hardcourt to get away.
Let me know if you need help spinning it.
Yeah, I just got to change my zoom. The circles are appearing on top of it.
I'm almost positive we have to get off 6 and they have to wound 7, but... And so he's just lining up that spell template with the arrow touching Harcourt, basically. And now she's going to have to go the complete other way to get out of there. So, or risk running through the Wall of Thorns, which is very painful.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Wondering.
So I blew that. The good news is that the hunters finished with 2 turns in a row, so they won't be able to get to smack me more than once in a row before we get to do something. All right, so I'm going to hit.
It's actually either you guys or the discovery trigger first, because remember, my 2 are in the last strike, so that puts us at 4 in a row.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Thank you. And for the new round, you're going to have 3 in the last strike, correct, Jonathan?
Yep.
All right, so we've got 6 in the regular. And we've got 2 discovery triggers that go in there. And the last warrior to take an actual turn in this plane of existence was the druid. So if I do pull the orange chit,
Yep.
it's going to be on her.
All right.
Odds are Harcourt's going to get a turn, and she does. All right. So I got breakaway.
Yep.
Do I risk trying to cross up here? Or do I just kind of hide down in a corner someplace? I mean, I think my best move is to get across.
I agree. I was going to say, if you're just going to hide in a corner, then I don't know what the difference would be between, Harcourt going and not going.
Right.
So
this is going to be the first time where the wandering trees have an effect on us. And I'm going to risk on
Runners need 6, hunters need 7, according to the 3 ebook I have.
Yep. That's what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
All right. And
I wasn't sure if it had been updated for the release yet or not, because I don't believe that we've gotten an update for it since then.
She's only got a speed of 11 because of her armor, or a gait of 11. So she's going to go, she's going to try and do that. And she's going to tell, as her free action, she's going to tell the dog to try and attack Raskova. All right, so here we go. Need a good roll here. All right, so there is a table. I don't want to lose my thing, but there's a table right there. Thanks for pinging that. And that's going to tell me the results. I'm not feeling good about this roll, so I'm going to roll what we call fudge dice, typing in 9DF. And that would have been a bad roll. That's a negative number. Not a terrible roll, but a bad roll. All right, and I'm going to roll 2D6. And I got a 7, which is perfect, right in the middle of what I wanted. All right, so Harcourt is going to run around, park behind a tree, and use the wall of thorns to block line of sight to her. Next, the Plains Cur. It's been a long time since I've made an attack with him. Oh, he's not the strongest. All right. He is going to charge Raskova. Let's get rid of this. And I am going to announce a grapple attack.
I'm going to set for charge.
Okay. So you cannot, because this is still the first turn after you guys had 4 in a row.
Okay.
So
Fair enough.
You can't interrupt. So I'm going to announce a grapple attack. And I am probably weaker. I'm a 2 strength.
You are weaker.
So I get 1 dice because I am weaker. And I need a crit. But I get a 2nd dice because I am a monster. Oh, and I noticed that I have the Undaunted skill. So I'm going to roll 2d6, and I don't need a crit to hit. But I got a crit anyway. All right. So I knock down Raskova
All right.
with a grapple attack. And I'm going to normally... sorry. I'm going to normally get d6 plus 4 damage. Because I got a critical hit, I add another plus 1. And because it is a grapple attack, I add another plus 3. So I rolled a 10. Does that beat Raskova's damage?
It does, which means it pops your Iron Will.
She has a skill called Iron Will, which means the first time that she is injured in the game, it doesn't count. But she is currently, grappled and laying on the ground, which is things are looking better for Harcourt. All right, now all the chips are back in the cup. And, oh gosh. The runners are up. Boudica's not knocked down, is she? I think that's...
No, they failed to push.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, she failed to push.
All right.
She just knocked down.
So I've got White Dragon who could go.
If Philomalus went, then I'd be able to re-hide again, which would be potentially relevant.
Okay.
Unless... If you're worried about White Dragon at all, go with White Dragon then.
I was thinking about potentially... I think I can get an angle on Cthulhu to throw up a Flame Strike to stop him from chasing us. How do you feel?
Yeah, if you're confident with that.
I'm not confident because I've only got a 3 psyche. So go ahead. Go ahead with Philomalus.
All right. So I'm gonna go down here, and once I've moved here, I am very much further than 6 paces from everybody else. So I will re-stalk.
All right. See, James is hiding again.
Uh-huh.
Oh wow, that never happens. 3 in a row for us. All right. Well,
Why don't you go with White Dragon then?
all right. Yeah, I don't think anybody can get to me without crossing a line, so I'm just yelling, "Stop chasing us, we're sorry." All right, you're within long range, so it means I can see you even through all the branches. All right. White Dragon is not the best mage at this kind of stuff. So he's going to roll 1d6, and he gets to add his psyche score of +3. So, and I need a 7 or better to succeed. So it's a 50-50. Jeez, now Roll20 loves me. That's 2 6s in a row. All right, so you are blasted unless you're resistant, Brian.
I am not resistant.
And Flame Strike automatically knocks you down.
Okay.
And let's just make sure it's got a radius, but I don't think it's going to get Boudica. Nope, Boudica is safe. Oh, and we got to go back in time for 1 second. I forgot to make that discovery roll, and that might change things. So before I roll damage on you, this might not have happened.
Yeah, Harcourt's got to make a discovery check.
Yep, and I forgot she got a psyche bump for becoming a mare, so... Okay. I'm gonna have to, yeah, that might change everything, so we might...
Yeah.
Sorry, it's not good if we have to go back in time, but...
No worries.
We won't have to go back in time. 1 shadow point. And I'm going to roll... This one's called Green Door. I'm going to roll D66 for runners. Using that add a runner table that I just popped up on the screen. And that is a 24. James, do you have a number 9? Actually, what's your highest number below 9?
A 5.
All right, your number 5 is going to appear because my next guy is number 1. All right.
Okay.
And
Do I get any other guys?
Nope. A perfectly
Okay.
round, bright green door is set in the ground. The door flings wide, and a runner leaps out to dart deeper into the swamp. The door slams tight on Bazrite hinges. Time isn't on my side, but I'm tempted to test the knob. Except I'm a Nari. There's no way I'm going indoors. All right, so the green door appears within reach of me and between me and the battle map edge, and James starts right there.
Uh-huh.
And I guess you're technically in the mire. And do you have a knothole?
I do.
So your knot hole is full of provisions,
Okay.
and you get to take a turn right away after a muck check.
Yep. All right. Muck check. 1d6. I failed the muck check.
All right, so you're last striker, and
Yep.
that means White Dragon would have never gotten his turn because that would be 4 in a row. So,
Correct.
so
Sustenance is no longer knocked down.
yeah, I think I was standing like right about there.
Yeah, right around that discovery circle.
Yeah. All right. So, waste of a 6, but it's really important that we play it properly. And you guys that are watching can see even experts like us make mistakes. So, all right, hunters are up.
I don't have anything fancy. Do you, Brian?
He probably wants to
The only
go
thing I'm
hit
going
my
to do
dog,
is
or
smack the dog.
yep.
Yeah, why don't you go take care of the dog then?
Hey,
All
he's a
right.
nice dog. What did he ever do to you?
Well, he grappled my guy.
Got rid of your iron will.
Yeah, so we're just going to charge the dog with the scald. We are equal strength,
All right.
and you're knocked down, so that's 2 dice
Yep.
with my boar spear.
Ooh, I don't like that.
And I whiffed.
I
And
like
Jennifer
that.
Berry isn't going to help that. Anything else? No.
Boudica could probably be within command range.
Yeah, but I don't want to waste her on a command.
All right.
Not for that guy.
All right. And now we're up. I guess White Dragon will go and we'll try it again. All right.
I was going to suggest we went through the whole thing before. Would it be fair to say that what happened in the past is the way that it happens?
Nah. I don't mind
Okay.
I don't mind re-rolling. It'll probably go against us, but you know, it was
Yeah.
my mistake, so I shouldn't benefit
Sure.
from it. All right.
Or it'll do the exact same thing.
All right. So you're knocked down, and then I'm going to roll damage on you.
Yeah.
And my damage is not impressive. Let's see here. It's /R D6 plus 3 for my psyche and plus 3 for the spell damage. And I am not I do not have spell blast, so plus 6 is it. So a 9.
Not enough.
Didn't think so, but I did want to get you off your feet.
Yeah, it slowed him down a bit.
All right, Brian, you're probably up.
Well, do you want to go with the dwarves? Because the only thing I'm going to be doing is standing up and walking for the most part.
Yeah, let me see if I can't get the bear across the line here and see what happens. Let's go. Do I just want to go straight ahead? Yeah, we might as well just go straight. I'll try and go this way towards the shore. Alright, so 2d6. Hey, we make it.
7 is perfect. 6 through 8 is
Stop right about
what you
there,
want.
actually.
And then anything else, the trees start getting in your way. So he's across. And his reward for getting across is he gets the next discovery trigger.
Of course.
All right, so
Alright. Come on, leave my poor matriarch alone.
well, if you were flying or in melee, we would get to redraw, but this is a really bad one, unfortunately.
Great.
3 shadow points. Mired. Weakened by hunger, you smell the enticing aroma of raw meat. You hobble ahead, cool water seeping into your boots. Your foot plunges into deep muck where the swamp has recently receded. Suddenly, the mire all around you writhes with twisted faces, torsos, and limbs. These are the WitchBorn victims Faelwyn lured here and ground into the marsh. Their arms claw at you. You need to work free quickly before you're swarmed under. All right. So, move the Discoverer 6 paces to a point as far from others as possible. This may even be towards the Ghost Bog, just not over the goal edge.
There is nowhere he can go that he's further from people than he is right now.
Yeah, I guess he goes down then?
Yeah, that's because here he's closer to Willow.
I'm happy.
Going down,
I'm happy to leave him where
Plutus.
I'm happy to leave him where
Yeah.
he is. Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine with me.
Yeah, it's no advantage or disadvantage really. All right, and I'm going to read some of this stuff to myself. The GM notes you're not supposed to share with the players. Sometimes for the live stream we cheat. So we're centering the mired template under him and mark him with a chit or a strike last condition marker if they've already taken a turn. So you get a strike last.
Yay.
Your bear is thigh deep in the mire. Muck checks are needed here, except the deeper muck penalized checks another -2. Riders suffer the same penalty. All right, so see how many WitchBorn are here. You are under 600 in value, so there's going to be 3 WitchBorn in the mire with you. We're going to add their chits to the term cup. The WitchBorn hide here willingly, waiting for Faelwyn to bring new treats, and we'll come back when they have to make some attacks. Let me grab some. We've been throwing orc miniatures in there.
Oh, I dropped the Faelwyn victims in there.
Oh,
Right by it.
perfect. I forgot I had made those. Beautiful. And they're surrounding the bear. All right. And they're going to get 3 chits in the cup. And I'm already using red, so let's make them green. All right. And the bear is in big trouble. It'll give the other dwarves something to do. And speaking of which, hunters are up.
Yeah, I got to move to go over there. Let's do that. We'll move up to the line.
All right.
Yeah, have to try crossing it next turn here.
Oh my God. Jonathan
What?
thinks I have a death wish for him. You're getting the other discovery trigger here.
Well, of course I did.
No.
The paladins may have to go back and help him. Redraw. The discoverer is a fairy or carries a wakeful ward. Do you have a wakeful ward?
Nope.
2 shadow points. Will-o-wisp. So we are seeing Faelwyn, who I was talking about at the beginning of the game. There's about 6 different ways she can appear in the game, and this one's one of the milder ones. So back to Jonathan. You shuffle along, powered by a few strips of venison. Candlelight winks invitingly ahead. You hobble after, catching up to a petite elf clasping a candle. A frightening panther with tentacles sprouting from its back trots at her heel. Demurely, she touches a hand to your cheek. Rest now, she whispers, her voice silky. Dream just a little while, and I shall watch over you. The suggestion is hypnotic. You sink to your knees and lower your face into the marshy ground. All right, you're going to move 6 paces away from all others. You must also be away from the fog. So probably down here somewhere.
Uh-huh.
Right down to the edge of the board there, Jonathan. All right. Place the Discoverer face down in a deep trance marked with a die set at 2. The Discoverer is sinking into the marsh and suffocating. The Discoverer is incapable of helping themselves. If your next 2 turns pass without help, you are wounded. It's very easy to save them. Now, this is just for people at home. There is a character that you will meet in the Wandering Forest that's very unusual, named Reitlin. And if you do meet Reitlin, Reitlin's only goal in life is to kill Faelwyn. And so if Reitlin happens to be working with your war clan, you've got a new project when she appears. Luckily, she's not going to appear, so we can take out Darren and Faelwyn, and Crystal is knocked down and in a trance, so we'll put an unconscious marker on her. And so now Jonathan has 2 people to save. This is where we have to suspend our disbelief a bit, because remember, he's got 3 guys in the readout. And so he's going to be able to change direction and go right to where he needs to be, which is beneficial, to say the least. All right.
Yeah.
And Jonathan, if you dare taking another turn, you're up.
Well, we've already popped both discovery chits, so we might as well.
Yeah.
All right, let's send Al down, because why not? So it's 3 gets me to there. If I jump, probably have to push.
Yep.
So that would be the push. And if I make everything, we'll go to there. I guess it'd be 1 more after that, but yeah. All right, so first one will be the jump, second one will be the push. We pass them both. Yay.
All right. And you do get 1
Actually,
bonus.
about there.
So you might be able to save your guy pretty easily there. All right. James, the first of the creatures in the mire is up, and I believe it is, sorry, wrong thing for people who are watching. WitchBorn turns. They do not make muck checks nor stand to attack, but try to knock down and then swarm the Discoverer. Attacks are made with 1 attack die maximum, and if the attack hits, the Discoverer must succeed on an agility feat or is knocked down and suffers a rout feat from sheer terror.
Yep.
Of course, you're immune because you're on a bear. So 1d6, James.
Okay.
And you've got tough hide, so that bounces off. All right. So you survived 1. Oh, another one's up right after that, James. Another d6. A crit. All right. So you need to make an agility feat. You can use whichever agility is better, the bear or your own.
They're the same.
Probably a 2.
Oh,
no. Nope.
All right. We're going to need a marker for your mom, and let's lay her in the muck there. A little token.
Dragging her down here.
Yeah.
I got her. I just got to drag her down.
All right. And I'll put knockdown on the bear for you, and you can put knockdown on her. And we'll give you the benefit of the doubt that you had fear, so you're not scared of being knocked down in the muck, but you know that it sucks. All right, and then let's see if the other one, once the Discoverer is down, other WitchBorn use swarm attacks. Skip the roll to hit and damage feat, just roll an injury outcome. All right. So, James, roll an injury outcome for the last guy. 1d6.
Gets skipped because I have Iron Will.
Oh, nice. All right. So, Iron Will is gone. And all the WitchBorn have gone. Shit. How far away is Vigilante? I
think you might even be out of line of sight.
Yeah.
You can see just the edge of the bear. And you can see
I can't let an old dwarf woman get eaten by WitchBorn because of that. I'm gonna have to return. All right, Jonathan's up.
No, I'm not. Not unless it's last strike.
Oh, I'm sorry, Brian's up.
Yeah, no worries. So Koodaloo will stand up and move forward.
All right. So it cost him 3 paces of movement to stand. All right.
Yep.
James, are you going to help him, or are you going to go with Blutus?
I have a bow.
Yep. So you're going to go.
Yeah. So we're going to just move over here and cross the line. I will pass within reach of a discovery marker, but I will not park on one.
See if you.
I probably could have finessed that to go around, but I'm not thinking that far ahead. Yep. Okay.
So delete one of those. Yep. And we'll see what fun you get in the Wandering Forest. You got a much better one.
Oh.
1 shadow point.
Okay.
Tainted. Roll D66 for runners.
Okay. 32.
32, and that's an 8, so your first one lower than an 8.
Is a 4.
Is a 4, and 4 is going to appear at the vacant circle nearest. Cannot be that.
So it's probably this one?
Yep, I think so, unless it's the one north. That's 7.6. That's a lot.
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot. All
okay,
right.
So I'm up north.
Yep, that's pretty cool. All right.
Yep.
And then the runners take turns. They do not get strike last condition markers if they sprint this once because they... I didn't even read the discovery, did I? Bullfrog croaks, almost masking sounds of slapping feet from a runner sprinting from the trees. A tainted water skin and stale crusts of bread energize them to sprint towards the fog. The runners take turns. All right. You do not get strike last condition markers for sprinting this once. Mark them with chits. The water you drank was impure, but you are a fairy. Is your mount a fairy?
My mount is a Yavatar Nightmares, so no.
All right. So it's going to be sick, but it's one that you called, so not much you have to worry about there.
So I'm going to go 3 paces to get to here. And then that's 8 paces. So I'm at 12 paces. I have another 3. So I'm going to break away through wheat and get down here to the south.
All right. Remember where the limit of the camera is. Sometimes I'm missing some of the action here. All right, and we are up again. So why don't you go with wheat?
Okay. Wheat gets to be our first person off the edge of the battle map.
So wheat basically shadow walked off the map, and so he escaped safely. That's one of our 6 that we need. I'm going to remove his chit from the cup. That's our disadvantage. Wheat gets an adventure point for playing and 3 shadow points for escaping.
Yep. My thought process is the faster that we win this, the safer that the people who are currently in trouble are going to be.
That is true. All right, and so Brian is up.
Alright, Boudica's gonna stand and move forward.
All right. And then it is Vigilante. All right. Now, this is just, I did a pretty horrible turn last turn. I should have had Economos dismount, and I didn't.
Oh, yeah.
So that is preventing me from really going anywhere. So,
And I will say, line of sight is only long. I think you are out of line of sight of Henrietta.
yeah. I'm still going back because I'm probably hearing from Harcourt and other people, hey, those poor dwarves are getting attacked by WitchBorn, and Harcourt's going to have to go help, so she'll want help from...
Yep.
And you're a paladin, so you've got to do the right thing.
Yep, and so I can't go far with Vigilante because Economos doesn't take turns until after
Yep.
after me, so Economos is going to dismount and move two, and his only mission is to get off the map.
Okay. So I'll because you're paladins and and you've got to save people because of your code of honor, I'll focus on getting my guys off so that we can also end it.
Yep.
As long as you're okay with that.
Yep, and Economos is his mission is to get off
Yep.
the map too. So.
Yep. Usually in a cooperative game of, in a game of Wandering Forest, I want to try and make sure that there's an even mix of me and my team members getting guys off, because I don't want to be greedy and get shadow on all of my guys when you're not. So, but
Yep.
This is a little different.
yeah, if I don't go, then we won't be able to end the game, and that'll get worse.
So, Brian, you've got Raskova and the Druid.
Yeah.
2 in a row.
Nothing's going to help with that. So Druid's just going to run up to the line. And then Raskova, she gets, 1 dice to hit the flames curve?
I think you got a lot of options, but I'm going to have to dig out the grapple rules here.
Yeah,
So,
I'm
I
not
believe
very
that the-
familiar with them either.
So grapple is a fun, interesting, weird one. The primary thing is a pinned foe who has the grapples. Oh wait, no. A pinned foe needs a successful feat of strength to break free and stand. And that's your only option.
Yep. So, I do not have engage, which is good for you. So,
Okay.
it's just a feat of strength, and you break free and stand.
Alright, D6 plus 3. 50-50 shot.
Just
Did not.
Yep.
If you also had grapple, there was more options, but you don't happen to have
Yep.
escape, do you?
I do not.
Because that would have improved your feat of strength by +2. But
Vanquish fighter, deadly aim, take Texas.
all right.
Yeah.
So unless I've messed up, we're up to last strikers, and the hunters have had 2 in a row.
Correct.
All right,
Yep.
and this will be 3 in a row for the hunters. So one of Jonathan's guys inside the redoubt is up.
All right, here, hang on. We're gonna
And that means it's Willow next.
reappear.
Yep.
So we're gonna take this turn to reappear with Nami,
She's fast.
and she's gonna pop up right here.
Nice. Well, that's good
Well,
news.
As a daughter,
Well-
we took speed as our thing, so
Yeah, that's smart. All right, Willow, you've got a muck check to see if you can pull your limbs free of the
Yep.
mess there.
Here's hoping. I wish Pathfinder helped you when you were starting in the muck. Yep.
All right.
It does not.
So she loses her turn, but no longer striking last. And then Jonathan's got 2 more guys in the redoubt.
All right. One more is going to appear, and they're gonna just pop up here beside Nami. Phil and Nami are gonna come out, and poor Tony is gonna stay in.
All right. So you guys finished with 2 in a row, and I'm going to hit reset.
Correct.
And as far as last strikers go, does anybody have any?
We have
Just my
one.
Yeah, just Tony.
All right.
Isn't Henrietta supposed to have a last strike marker?
Yeah, because she had taken a
The
turn.
the bear has one.
Yeah, the bear has one, so Henrietta should too. All right.
Oh, okay.
All right. And 3 in a row for the hunters. I'm not even going to guess who needs to go here.
Yeah, Phil's gonna do something here.
Does Phil care about fearsome?
He's gonna.
Or does he have a long stick or a way to pull Henrietta out?
That's what I'm trying to see. What all we got? Well, I guess Phil's gonna do the smart thing because we want to make everybody not care about things too much. So Phil's gonna charge down this way 1 pace. And we didn't space ourselves correctly, so you're not the only one goofing up right now, Corey. And then Phil is going to blow his trumpet of doom.
Ooh.
Well, Al's a grudge bearer. He doesn't care. So now you get fear.
So that puts fear on Phil, Nami, and Henrietta, which is nice.
Yep. Was the
That's kind of
plan
cool.
here so we don't get screwed up.
I'm afraid
All
to
right.
even tell you what I just drew. Discovery trigger.
Of course. Because why isn't it Kill John's People Night?
Oh, this one's... I don't even know what this is going to do, but it's not going to help. All right. 2 shadow points. Dying light. A boy's haunting voice is singing the chorus of the Will-O-Wisp. 1 star still burns in Sylvandrian night. Why does she linger in the mortal's dying light? He is lovely, isn't he? An elven maiden asks, emerging from the shadows. She continues, it reminds me of when I was alive and with purpose. I had duty. I followed Sean Caven. But then she ruined us all. A massive barb cat waves its tentacles restlessly near the exquisite elven speaker. Chalisea led us to our dooms. Her attitude became haughty as her proficiency with the talisman grew. Sean Caven was my master, but her consent became implicit in matters of the talisman, and I despised her. Her pause is very long. I could blow out my candle and snuff out your life as well, but I enjoy the game you play. Take this. She lights a second candle from her first and passes it to you. I will watch and trust you to win this little struggle. Do not disappoint. The maiden and the barb cat are gone without a trace. The world is very dark around you, but you see quite well with Faelwyn's candle. Oh my god. All right, so the world is plunged into absolute darkness in an 8-pace radius. Brian's probably getting out that template.
Got him out.
He already did.
Absolute darkness differs because fairies, witchborn, wolves, and other creatures that are handy in total darkness see nothing at all. Add the absolute darkness templates to the battle map as reminders. There is no line of sight for missiles, magic, or spells, even for creatures with instinct. Pay double for each pace of movement. Leave the darkness completely to resume normal speed. Charging, sprinting, galloping, pushing, flying, wading, and swimming aren't allowed in the darkness. Riders must dismount to lead mounts and are not battle hardened. Melee allows 1 attack die max with a -3 damage feat. Charging isn't possible even if the charge finishes completely outside the darkness. No magic penetrates absolute darkness. It may not be dispelled except by a null zone spell. No light illuminates it. No one can see the Discoverer. They only see a flickering candle flame. The candle dies out by the aftermath and cannot be relit. You can attack foes one-handed while protecting the candle in your offhand. The flickering candle prevents you from hiding even in the absolute darkness. It is not possible to swim with the candle. If you guys win the adventure, you get a nice little bonus. All right.
Yeah,
So that
not
kind
sure
of
that's gonna
cuts out
happen.
the paladins going to save you.
Yeah.
So it's
That's how my own people saving me.
yeah, exactly.
Next turn, Phil gets to sprint away.
All right. And because you were interrupted there by a discovery trigger, you can be up again, Nami.
Yeah, now that I can't do anything.
Does she have any kind of pull arm rope or anything handy?
I got a long hammer. I don't think that counts.
Nope. You could move over next to a WitchBorn and be ready to pound it next turn.
Yeah, that's about all I get.
Yeah, Phil's next turn, he can also move so that the absolute darkness is gone.
And Phil can
I'll walk
sprint
down
because he
here.
can see in the darkness, correct?
Correct. Phil can sprint towards the end of the map and mess us up.
Yep.
And we're not that fast, and you guys got a whole bunch of turns before that happens.
That is true.
Yeah, I was gonna say
So we're up.
You might catch one of them.
I probably need to go with White Dragon because I think I poked the bear.
yeah.
Bull.
All right. I am going to sprint because I'm a cowardly White Dragon. And I don't know what's going on in the darkness, but I'm yelling to Vigilante, just go, just go. All right, I'm tired, and I don't think I have anything to drink. I do not. So I'm going to...
Otherwise, you would have given it to that boy instead of the elixir of life.
Exactly. All right, we're up again. I'll go with Harcourt unless you got something more important, James.
Well, I'm nervous about his mage casting Wall of Thorns on Willow. So I want to probably try and move Willow out of the way
All right.
so that I'd have cover or something.
All right, sounds fair.
So,
Muck check.
yeah. Okay, cool. I finally have succeeded on a muck check.
Yay.
How fast is Willow? Willow is moving at a speed of 6. So I can get down here. So there we go.
All right. And this Harcourt this time, God, the poor dog.
Yeah.
I gotta think like a Nari though. They don't value dogs as pets. You know, it's a tool. So I guess Harcourt is going to leave her dog and just tell it to take as many of them as she can. All right. And she has... Wow. I'm going to risk it. What kind of armor is your druid wearing?
She is wearing Lamela.
Lamar. So I'm going to go like that. Just
Oh, hold on. Before you do that, she has conceal.
okay. That is a good thing because I have sharpshooter. Oh, God, I got
But no sure shot.
No sure shot, but I do have starfire arrows. I'm going to risk it. Risk it for the biscuit. Starfire arrows with marksman, so that's 3 movement there. All right. And it's going to be a 1 dicer. Just out of point blank. So /RD6. That's why I have marksman. Ooh, that was a bad roll. And I'll take the miss. And I will not attempt a second shot now that marksman is gone. Let's see, do I have hurdle or anything cool? I got swim that won't work. All right, so that's 6 to the edge. I'm going to jump the river with my last 6. Tuck behind the tree. /RD6. Hey, 1, 2, 3. Tell me that roll 20 isn't totally random. All right, and then the dog. Weaker but undaunted, monster down, 3 dice. Take a crit. So my damage is normally +4, +1 for the crit, +3 for the grapple. 10 got you last time.
Yep.
All right, and I have no plus to injury. And luckily for you, I do not lock on. You are stunned.
All right, I'm relentless, so
All right.
that's not going to slow me down.
That will not slow you down. That was 3 in a row for the runners. And so can't be us, even though I've just pulled us. Can't be us. Can be one of the WitchBorn in the muck. So this one up here is biting the cave bear. So James, D6.
I rolled a 2.
All right, cave bear is staggered. Now they're coming fast and furious. This one's also biting the cave bear. It's up to stunned.
Cave Bear's up stunned.
And, oh, wow, 3 in a row. This one would be going after Henrietta if in reach. Yep. All right.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Toast.
All right. Let's hope it's not what I always draw with Jonathan. All right, I'm pulling this so people can see. All right, these 3 little bars, pull up the Wandering Forest app, the wounds, the oops, and you can start a new game, or you can go to the WitchBorn website. So wounds. The most common is a knockout, unless you're Jonathan. This one's a maimed. Your belly is flayed wide open. Now people know you have a lot of guts. You're nearly disemboweled. Heal this now or slow recovery makes you miss next adventure, plus get the frail trait. All right. Does absolute darkness affect route feats?
I don't believe so.
All right. So it's everybody within long range on the hunter team. And that old lady...
All my guys are made fearless.
That old lady can really scream. Jonathan might have one that's affected.
Because the grudge bearer gives fearless, and then the other chick's asleep, and everybody else has fear.
Ah, okay. So
Grudge bearer is only fearless when you're charging a target of your grudge.
Correct.
Correct.
Oh, all right, that's fun. So let's see, grudge bearer. All right, we'll roll her outfit. That's fun. Okay.
He's fine. He did hear the old lady screaming, though. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the mired. And same thing, if I hit the button on the far right, I can find any of the old encounters. And they have an asterisk if it's something that you want to go back to often. Excuse me. All right, so these guys are feasters, so that one is locked on to Henrietta and trying to eat her. And so she gets a unconscious marker and a 6. If he chomps on her for 6 rounds, she's gone forever, and Jonathan is hating me more than he already does. All right.
Well, hopefully the game will be over by then.
Yeah, with your Pathfinders, there's a good chance. All right, Jonathan or Brian, you are up.
I just have movement.
All right. I'm going to have Xanathy charge the planes with her Scald Spear.
You're gonna
She is strength 5.
Yeah, that's it's gonna outdo my 2 strength dog.
Oh, strength 6 with the assist, actually.
Yeah.
2 dice. Got a crit.
Crit will work.
That'll make me plus 8 to damage.
So anything but
12.
12 will get the planes cur.
Alright, and I'm plus 1 to injure. Stunned.
You actually had an extra dice coming too, because I'm technically.
Oh, yeah, you were knocked down.
Yeah,
But
not
it won't make
that
a
it
difference.
mattered, but all right, and that means that Raskova is free.
Yep.
Because I was injured. All right, and speaking of which, you're up. You might want to heal to staggered.
Yep, Ruskova's going to heal.
Oh, has relentless.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
And unfortunately, I am just a jerk with these discovery triggers tonight. Raskova gets this one. Oh,
All right.
Oh, no. Oh, no. James, you got to get off the board quick. All right. 3 shadow points.
Oh, lovely.
You got to get off too, Corey, with Vigilante.
Feed me, Seymour. There's a squall like a drowning rat. Then you see, it is a drowning rat. It claws for purchase on the lip of an enormous cupped leaf resembling a pitcher. The rat slips and disappears into the pitcher, squealing like it's been doused in acid. A snaky tendril lashes out, dragging you in after. So you are knocked down on the Audrey 2 template, and James gets to roll an injury outcome on you. We're going to mark...
All right, I'm going to roll a fudge dice first. Just for fairness sake. Okay. All
I'm
right.
up to stunned.
Uh-huh.
And I got to see if the others are in there. Tactics, yeah. We avoided it. Raskova rolled into it.
Okay.
All right. And it's using its acid to dissolve you.
Lovely.
All right. And you can be up again if you'd like, Brian.
All right. Platoon is going to smack the planes cur.
Gonna get some points somehow, right?
Yeah, we are equal strength.
And I'm down.
And you are down and stunned. So, 3 dice. Parry.
I do not have a little sword to parry with, so you got me.
Yeah, and then plus 9 total to damage, so probably anything but. 13. Plus 1 to injury. It doesn't matter. That's injury.
Because I'm already stunned.
Wounded.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm wounded. Let's see if my dog's going to die here. Knockout. I'm beaten so badly, decomposing WitchBorn looked better. Everything in my armor slot is stolen. Ah, shit. You got my dog collar.
I have a dog collar. Wow.
No route feats needed.
I'd have to get the dog now.
All right. You got a free dog collar out of it. And there's no feasters to activate because they've already gone, so...
Yep.
I was hoping for the route feat.
All right. And then, Jonathan, you're up.
Wow, we have so many chits in the cup, Corey.
We have a ton of chits in the cup.
Just going to be moving at half my speed now. As I'm in the darkness. And I don't want my poor mother to drown.
Oh, is that the beardling who turned into a Carl?
Yeah.
No, this is the Dragon Hunter.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
The beardling who turned into a Carl is the one providing darkness to everybody right now.
Thanks so much. All right, James, you want to go, or do you want me to get out of your way with Vigilante?
No, I'll move out of the way with Persephone first.
All right.
Persephone's just going to get right up to the goal edge.
All right. And right after that, Vigilante is going to be like, well, they told me to leave. There, Economos. So he picks up Economos, and he's got a 14 move, so he can make it to the line, even picking up Economos along the way. And this time I will remember to have Economos dismount and try and get off the battle map. So I have to make a Wandering Forest check to cross that line. And it's 2d6 and 5. So he gets off and he angles that way too.
Northwest. Northeast.
All right. So he is gone. Gets an adventure point and 3 shadow, which is very good for a squire. And we got 2 off, James.
Yep.
All right. And it is probably Brian.
Alright, Boudica is just going to move up to the line over here by the plant.
All right. And then it is James.
All right, we'll have Lutus go.
He should be off next
And
turn.
he gets a Yep.
And then Philo.
Yep. I get there.
How do you
And
feel
then I'm
about,
gonna-
How do you feel about pushing?
That's what I was about. That's why what I was eyeballing, as I was figuring out. I think that if I push twice this turn and next turn, I'll be able to get off.
I think so too.
So we'll try that. All right. Because unfortunately, Pathfinder doesn't allow me to sprint across the lines.
Correct. All right. Jonathan, mark Crystal down to a 1 on her dice. I think you're going to be able to save her, but...
Okay.
And then Kuchaloon is up.
Oh,
Kuchaloon's
never
going to
mind.
hold.
I can sprint across the white lines, Corey.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, it very explicitly says cross white dividing lines in Wandering Forest without a wandering check. This is not considered rough terrain, but a different sort of obstacle. Sprinting and galloping across white lines is not penalized.
I don't think
Well,
it's
maybe
going to
so.
help you till next turn
Well, no,
anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, Philomelus will sprint next turn to get off.
Yep. That'll be perfect. Then we won't have to risk the pushing. So Kuchaloon held.
Correct.
So that was
Yep.
2 in a row. And then you guys have 2 last strikers, which will make...
We're down to 1 last striker because Henrietta got whacked.
All right. So you guys will finish with 3 in a row while the bear heals.
Yeah.
So you want to go
Finish
to...
with 3 in a row.
So you want to go to staggered on the bear, and then I think it's a reset. All right. And Roscova is not a last striker. White Dragon is. And darn it. People that have been watching have missed all that down in that corner. Sorry, I got to be more aware of that. All right. And so I am not going to put any of the Hunter's Chits in the cup because they had 3 in a row. But there's a big variety. There is runners. There are WitchBorn in the mire. There are 2 discovery triggers. Oh, wait. You have one more, Jonathan. You're mage.
Yeah.
He appears
In the last strikes, yeah.
in the last one. So where does he appear at?
So I have a question. Does the turn he cast Redoubt count as one of his 3 turns?
No. So he
So
can...
this is only his 2nd turn in Redoubt, so he's staying in there, so he'll stay last striker.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. All right, we are up, James. I always say it's a good thing to get off the board.
Yep.
Yep. I guess Persephone will try and get off then.
All right.
I get off.
All right. Venture point 3 shadow.
Yep.
All right, and you guys can use an interrupt whenever you want, but you are up for the hunters.
All right. Well, I'm going to Vanish Touch for Scoba.
Well, that is a good idea.
Yep. He's now healed.
All right.
And then, unless do you want to use the interrupt, Jonathan?
No.
Okay. Then I will and give a Scoba.
All right. You're up. What do you want to do?
Stand up. You're standing up and walking out of the plant.
I don't think you can do that, but let's double check.
Or do I have to crawl out of the plant?
I don't think you can get out at all.
Without wounding it.
Oh, okay. So I got to fight the thing. I can do that.
Even if wounded, you can be pulled free, blah, 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 blah. Yep, all you can do is be pulled free, so you can attack it with somebody else.
All right. Boudica will attack it.
All right. What?
Boudica is strength 6.
So just a slight bit stronger.
And she doesn't.
Beating that 3 there.
Yeah. 2d6 with your Scald Spear. Yes. Absolutely perfect.
Wow. Okay. Be
The
sure,
dice.
be sure and give yourself an X. Yeah, thank you. All right. I guess I'll try and get off with Vigilante. So we'll know how
Yeah.
much trouble.
Either that, or I sprint Philomelus so that Phil can't just come mess us up incidentally.
Yep. Do that. That's
Yeah.
probably,
All right. Philomelus sprints off.
All right. We're close to putting you guys out of your misery. This is 2 in a row. Why don't you get Plutus off?
Okay. Plutus gets off.
That's 5. So all you gotta do is vigilante now.
All right.
Correct.
Brian, you can be up if you want to smack the plant again.
Yeah, Kuntaloon will come down and smack it. I have to push twice. Give it a shot.
Oh, I thought you rolled the 2-1. You got the 5-5. Okay.
Nope. 5-5. Alright. I am strength like 6 at this point.
Yep.
With the assists.
Yep, you're good.
And 2d6 plus 1 for performance. And I whiffed! Outstanding. The
Yep.
dice love me.
Do you have Fury?
Oh, yes, I do.
So that allows him to reroll all 3 dice.
Yeah. Shield, does it have tough hide? It
I
does.
doubt it does. Nope. Just a standard garden variety pitcher plant that's bigger than a human.
Oh, okay. It's got the icon for tough hide on it. Plus 6 damage.
Oh, you're right. It does have tough hide. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's just not marked properly on the app, but
That's... Yeah.
that will get fixed on the next version.
Yeah.
All right, Brian Katoon, I think, is the last one.
Can I sprint Phil so that I can get darkness out in case it matters?
Yeah. Yep.
All
Yeah,
right.
go for it.
Phil's going to sprint his 12 down here.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to
Drink,
mess up Willow and White Dragon, isn't it? Darn it.
I think we'll still be out of the area. But also, I don't think that Willow and White Dragon matter.
I hope they don't. Let's put it that way.
Unless you somehow manage to wound Vigilante?
Yeah.
Jonathan, do you want to go with Nami? Because you're up 3 in a row here.
Yeah, I want to smack a WitchBorn here.
All right.
All right, so I am strength 3.
They are probably 3, but let me go back. They are 3.
All right, let me does.
But they're knocked down, right?
They do count as being knocked down.
Okay. All right, so 2 dice. Nothing else fun. Okay. Oh, we'll take the crit. That's a good way to start.
That'll work.
Yeah.
This one. Does a 12 get them?
It certainly does.
Please tell me they don't have deflect.
They don't have deflect.
Okay.
Wow.
That mattered.
All right, you got a WitchBorn. Woundy wound. It's a knockout. So, but it's 1 less in the cup. And you can remove Henrietta from the map. She's no longer being feasted upon. More importantly,
Yep.
the other 2 are busy. The bear is kind of nice and big. All right, let's do Vigilante for the win. Straight ahead. What could go wrong? I'm going to roll the fudge dice because I know what can go wrong. Darn, that was a good roll. All right, 2d6.
Actually, a good roll would be as close to 0 as possible
That's
for
true.
this kind of roll, right?
He's off.
Yep.
You're out of your misery.
Yep.
Wow. The Discoveries decided that one.
Yeah. I think that this game definitely showcased that the Discoveries can swing this pretty hard.
Right.
Because if any of those things had happened to the runners, it would have been a completely different game.
Yeah, and even Kutaloon and getting pulled away from Harcourt early in the game by the free shield, that helped me so much because he didn't get an assist and, other things. So it was great for me.
Yeah.
Terrible for Brian. All right, so let me open up the book. I'm going to do this off screen. You guys don't need to see all my crazy...
Your crazy notes.
all my crazy documents. God, I have so... There's about 50 that I've been working on because of the... I have to update things for the crowdfunding page on GameFound, so... let's see. WitchBorn rules. Nope. Documents. Probably what you guys have is accurate, but we might as well go to the absolute newest just to be safe. And Wandering Forest. All right. And it's around page 14 or so. Off by one. Page 13. All right. The runners win. Once it was obvious we were going deeper into the swamp, the hunters didn't follow. Why risk Faelwyn's ire? And she did show up twice, so. We spend a long night in frigid water, hiding. When the sun rises, we gasp. Unmistakable gifts lay at our feet. A snuffed-out candle sits next to treasures carefully wrapped in leaves. We're not sure how to feel about being a goddess's plaything, but at least Faelwyn was amused by our plight. Our stomachs growl. James, time to find breakfast. All right, James, roll 2d6.
Hey. 7.
That's the least sexy roll you can get, and you're on the 300 to 600 chart, I assume.
Correct.
You get a Sylvandrian shield worth 5. And I think because you're
No, I don't.
Faerie, you have to...
I throw that shit away.
You throw it away because they're misusing the forest to make those. All right. And 2d6 for me. And I am on the same table. And I am shielded by James of rolling... I can't roll a 7, so I get to re-roll. Let's do some fudge dice and see if we can change it up here. That was a 7 also.
I see how it is, Corey. You wanted me to roll first to avoid getting the Honestly, the Sylvandrian shield wouldn't be horrendous on for your clan, actually.
No, it would be useful other than ticking off my friends. I just
That's fair.
Roll 20 just kicked me out, so I just lost all my stuff. All right. A 5. So I instead am get to, something I want even less. I'm rolling d6 on the gold subtable. All right, so I do need money, so I shouldn't.
I was gonna say, the paladins are desperate for money. Oh,
1.
God.
I got a gilded battle standard worth 4. All right. Guess what I'm selling? Gilded battle standard.
Hey, that's 4 gold in your pocket, okay?
Yep. I'll probably be able to buy a apprentice mage after the game. All right. So then we go back and we're going to roll loot. Everybody's going to roll 2d6. The hunters get to add an extra +3 to their roll because they lost. So there's a little incentive or a little bonus. And I can't remember if we did it online or not, but or on the stream or not, but we did let them pick whether they wanted to be runners or hunters. So we were generous.
Yep. Jonathan picked.
All right.
I think that I think that the game might have also been equally painful if we were hunting you guys.
Yep. Well, if we would have gotten all those discoveries, we would have been the miserable ones, yeah.
That's fair.
All right, so 10 gold pieces and doubles for me. Did anybody else get doubles?
Well,
James is still
am I
in
allowed?
my 6.
I was going to say I'm matching Brian's 6, so yes.
Yep. All right, so I'll go before you.
Yep.
This used to be a house rule, but it made it into the new campaign rules in the Living Rule Book. We allow you to try and match your roll with 1 dice. So I'm going to roll a d6, and I'm trying to get a 5. I did not. If I would have gotten a 5, I'd get to go up 1 table to some better treasures, but instead I'm rolling on the same treasure table. And now a 5 and a 7 are no longer available. So I got a 6. All right. So 6 is a Kitsune statue. I'm actually kind of happy about that. That allows me to, well, when WitchBorn are within reach of me, all their ability scores go down by 1. So I really love that. And James, you get to try and match your 6.
I do not.
You rolled my 5, so you get to roll 2d6.
Hey, I got a 12.
Yeah, you're a happy camper. Wow, are you a happy camper? You got swift boots, which are worth 16 gold. That's going to add +2 to speed to whoever he gives that to, giving them more attacks per turn. They can charge farther. They can sprint farther. Obviously move farther, but it is one of the better treasures that you can win in Wandering Forest. So fine job.
Yeah.
Fine job there. And then Shadow Awards. Everybody, even if they didn't appear on the map, gets an adventure point for playing. The runners get +2 shadow points to their leaders. Each runner that made it off the map gets another 3 shadow points. So Vigilante and Economos for me. James had 4 guys that get 3 shadow points.
Yeah.
So that's really tasty.
I wish we'd been able to get more of your guys off, but...
Yep. And then the winning war clans also get to split 6 shadow points among their warriors however they like. So I'm making out like a bandit there for doing very little. Jonathan, unfortunately, dwarves who lose -1 shadow point to a warrior of your choice for the loss of honor. And then if anybody has a skill like I do, I have a tracker. If I go for provisions, I get 1 less, but because there is a famine, things are not great. So I'm going to go for greens, and so I'm going to get 1 less green.
Yeah, I've got a scavenger.
All right, so your scavenger requires a psyche feat to find edibles.
Okay.
So
I just get get some ambrosia with plant singer, and I didn't use any evening primroses this game.
And Jonathan, if you use your Hearthkeeper, I think she's a Hearthkeeper, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
-1 to your psyche feat.
Okay.
All right. So I doubt I had anybody level, but I'll look at it anyway. Ooh, Vigilante might make it. Yeah, Vigilante's gonna make it.
Hearthkeeper leveled. Oh, geez. Okay.
Persephone leveled. Oh, hey.
And then the mother leveled. Not space correction.
Thought you were going to say the mother load. All right.
All right.
77 and 87.
So what is it all?
Oh.
11.
All right.
I rolled double ones for my level.
So more speed for you, huh?
Well, it's on someone who just has speed access. So I could just take actual factual swift.
And get
Yeah.
+2 to speed instead of +1.
There's a world where I take deadly aim though, because Persephone is one of my riders, and she has a cold fire lance.
Ooh.
So deadly aim, so that I'm +7 rolling 2 dice on the attack roll, on the damage roll, is pretty nifty.
Yeah.
And I'm generally riding a Gavinar Nightmare, so going up to 9 speed doesn't really help me at all when I'm stabbing someone with a lance on a charge.
All right. I've got a level for Vigilante, my crazy paladin here.
I say, would you believe that Henrietta has now gotten 2 strength bumps? So the matriarch is now the strongest dwarf in the clan.
Jeez. The old lady. She's wiry, but man, is she tough.
I kind of picture her like Granny from the Looney Tunes. Don't you be messing with my people! Because she's riding a bear.
Wow. All right, so Adebayo, the squire who never made it to the map, is going to level up.
Dwarven defense and...
Oh, you just now have your angry grandma, like I
Yeah.
did with that dwarf clan. The 5 strength Carl.
For my Elspeth, who used to kill
The
everything.
grandma's 4 strength with a 5 strength bear and running around with her dragon spear and crossbow saying, I'm going to kill you all.
All right.
Yeah.
So, cavalry shield. It's going to move over.
See.
Oh, no. Okay. So, leather armor. And a cav shield.
I did not have anyone else level.
Dagger. Hey!
I definitely shot up a kind of absurd number of points, though.
That's good.
Yeah, I went up a whole, 42 points.
Right.
Alright.
Something like that.
This. This.
All right. White Dragon is going to hire the apprentice and get a blessing spell for free with Scholar. That one that I've always wanted and for some reason never got. And then I have the Squire Economos is in pretty bad shape. He has an arm missing, and he got a spear through his voice box, and so he can't talk anymore, and he has a nice blowhole. So I am going to try and restore. I think I'm going to get the arm back because he can do more stuff then.
Yeah.
I don't care if he can talk at this point. Unfortunately, my mage is not the brightest. Maybe I should do some fudge dice there. Whoops. /R90F. All right, that would have been an okay roll. /RD6 plus 3. Come on, baby. No. He's going to be armless for another game at least. Gosh. Poor guy. All right, Kitsune statue goes over here. I sell the chimes. Let's see how much the apprentice cost me. I have over 20 here, so I should be good. Alright. A paladin apprentice is only 17. No problem.
Did you remember your -2?
Yep. I rolled a 10, so I've got the I won last game a silver Chimes of Lothringen that's worth 10 gold if I turn it in, and the gilded battle standard that's 14, and so I only need 3 of my actual cash. And I've got an acolyte. Yay.
I've been thinking about getting myself an apprentice as well.
Can this
it's probably about time.
I'm gonna find something out here. Can I do math formulas in this? Times 1.01. Nope. Okay. I thought maybe it would take Excel commands. So 5 times 1.01. I've got some money banked in a letter of credit.
5.05.
Yep. Actually, I did it wrong. I've got 5.13 banked times 1.01.
If I can
I've got
hallow another holy symbol.
5.18 now. All right, what am I saving up for? I need a bow on Adebayo.
Yeah. I'm in that weird spot where I'm like, I've been thinking about buying a Dinshinkus and or a Pixie. Mostly because I've just been shoving money into the tree and not doing anything with it for double checks. Like 6 adventures. Because I just kind of forgot about it. Well, I never look at the only time I ever look at the Dryad's gear is when I'm adding money at the end of a game. And then I immediately am like, all right, level ups and stuff like that. Because, it all happens all at once. Then I forget by next time. I'm like, oh, I'll think about what I'm going to buy. So I've got like 40 gold saved up. But I don't really want to get a Hamadryad. I think I want to, get some of the other little guys. That should be fun.
Yeah, that's the great thing of having a stockpile of cash, right?
Yeah.
I think I have now protected my matriarch sufficiently.
Yeah, what'd you do now,
I gave her
Jonathan?
a hallowed holy symbol, so now she's undaunted, aware, hallow. She already had stout. I gave her vigor. She has iron will.
You just need rugged now.
Doesn't she start with vigor?
I don't know. She got vigor somehow.
Yep. That's awesome. That's awesome.
I'm trying to make it so she can't die.
Well, if we've got nothing else, that was a nice, quick game. They usually don't go that quick. They usually come down to a battle at the end, but this was a case where absolutely got annihilated by discoveries. So,
yeah,
it happens.
Yeah,
that was a lot of fun. So I'm going to end the stream, and you guys more than welcome to hang out, and we can talk a bit more.
yeah.
Thanks for joining us.